Welcome to AI Brief, episode 377.
We're here to break down what's really moving the needle in AI today.
And we have a lot to get through. We're starting with the major fallout following Yann LeCun's really dramatic departure from Meta.
Then we're going to look at this significant backlash facing xAI's Grok over some of his image capabilities.
After that, a roundup of all the other critical AI news, from hardware to research.
And we'll finish up with a look at the top trending AI productivity tools you should know about.
Okay, so let's jump right into, well, the center of the corporate drama. This is a big one. The outgoing chief AI scientist at Meta, Yann LeCun, is leaving.
He's leaving after more than a decade to launch his new venture, AMI. But this was not a quiet exit. It was a very public critique of Meta's entire direction.
It really was. He used his interview with the Financial Times to basically go scorched earth on their current strategy.
He didn't just walk away. He was actively trying to, shift the entire global debate on how AI should be built.
And what really stands out is the direct public attack on the leadership there.
Right. He called Alexander Wang, who now runs Meta's superintelligence labs, young and inexperienced when it comes to research.
That's a massive and public shot to fire at a key leader.
It really is. And Wang represents that new, fast-moving commercial approach at Meta.
And he didn't stop there. He went after the metrics. LeCun admitted that the Llama 4 benchmarks were
Fudged a little bit, that's his quote. And this connects directly to his point that Zuckerberg had reportedly lost confidence in the entire Gen AI organization before the reorg.
So when you put those two things together, you realize this isn't just someone leaving for a new job.
This is a fundamental dispute over research integrity versus just shipping product.
So what's the core of his technological argument here?
Well, LeCun stated bluntly that Meta's new hires are, in his words, completely LLM-pilled.
Meaning they're all in on large language models.
Exactly. And LeCun continues to argue that LLMs are fundamentally a dead end for achieving true artificial superintelligence.
He believes they're just sophisticated pattern matchers that will eventually hit a ceiling.
Right. They lack a real-world model, a predictive understanding of how things work. So his departure is him doubling down on a completely different philosophy, right, as he leaves one of the biggest players in the field.
And his next step is this new venture, AMI. He's not going it alone.
No, he's the executive chair, but he's bringing in Alex Lebrun, the founder of the French AI healthcare startup Nabla, to be the CEO. It signals he's moving from pure research to shaping a new company that will chase his vision.
This whole thing is just so significant for understanding the talent wars in AI. It's this tension between the old guard, the research purists,
and the new LLM-focused direction. The big question for Meta now is whether this very public split hurts their ability to attract top-tier research talent who might actually agree with LeCun.
So if the meta drama is about the internal battle over how to build AI, the issues at xAI are about the consequences of deploying it. We need to talk about Grok.
Yes, the platform is facing major international criticism over its image generation and editing capabilities. And it really raises this question of how you manage an open, unrestricted model with a global user base.
And the core issue is deeply concerning.
It is. The platform has been flooded with users prompting Grok to digitally undress people. And this includes documented instances involving minors.
So that less restrictive behavior that was kind of marketed as a feature
is now creating a very serious and immediate global problem for them.
And the regulatory response has been quick.
Very quick and very firm.
Yeah.
Key countries have condemned it. France, India, Malaysia, the UK. France was especially vocal, calling the content clearly illegal under the EU's Digital Services Act.
The DSA, that puts xAI right in the crosshairs of a very powerful regulatory body.
And this isn't just about filtering, it's about platform accountability. The DSA puts the responsibility squarely on the platform to prevent this kind of distribution. For a model that was designed to be less filtered, it's a huge challenge.
So how have X and Elon Musk responded?
Well, Musk stated publicly that users creating illegal content will suffer the same consequences as if they upload illegal content.
And the official X safety account backed that up.
They did. They said they'll work to remove content, permanently suspend accounts, and cooperate with law enforcement.
But the promise is one thing, the actual execution is another.
It's a massive operational difficulty. Grok's whole brand was its unrestricted nature. Now they're facing the reality of giving powerful editing tools to millions of anonymous users. It really threatens the whole concept of an unrestricted AI.
We're going to move into our next segment now and focus on everything else happening in the AI landscape. We'll slow the pace down just a little bit here to cover some of the critical hardware and engineering breakthroughs that can get lost in the shuffle.
Okay. So first, looking ahead, we are seeing a wave of new AI-powered hardware. It seems to be a big push for localized AI experiences ahead of events like CES 2026.
What are some of the standouts?
Well, Xreal announced updated AR glasses. They're designed to convert standard 2D photos, videos, or games into a really convincing 3D experience. And that requires a lot of on-device AI processing to work.
And for productivity.
The AI note-taking brand Plod launched the NotePin S. It's a wearable recording pin that doesn't just record conversations. It uses a local AI to immediately pull out takeaways and action items.
So it bridges recording with automation.
Exactly. And then there's a startup called Subtle, which unveiled voice buds. These are AI-powered earbuds specifically engineered to clarify your voice in loud rooms by filtering out all the background noise.
Now, on the software side, OpenAI is apparently making a big internal push into audio.
A very serious push. They've unified their engineering, product, and research teams to focus on a screenless, audio-first device.
Yeah.
It's a huge signal they're looking beyond the smartphone, and we expect to see something in the next 1 to 2 years.
And the rumor is that it's an AI-powered pen codenamed Gumdrop.
That's the rumor, yeah. Developed with Jony Ive, the former Apple design chief. It's intended to work alongside your computer and phone, suggesting a kind of ambient, always-on input device. A pretty serious move into hardware for them.
Moving on to performance breakthroughs, we're seeing just how fast AI coding is developing.
Yes, there was a striking anecdote from Google principal engineer Jana Dogan. She shared that Claude Code replicated in just 1 hour what her expert team had spent an entire year trying to build.
A year of human work in 60 minutes.
It's a kind of speed compression, that is. Well, it's both unsettling and incredibly exciting.
And that anecdote really feeds into these bigger, more philosophical discussions.
It does. When the founder of Midjourney, David Holtz, commented on the exponential growth in AI coding, Elon Musk responded directly. He declared that, based on these advancements, we have entered the singularity.
Whether you take that literally or not, the pace of development is just undeniable. We're at some kind of inflection point.
For sure. And in core research, Prime Intellect published important findings on something they call recursive language models.
Okay, what does that mean in simple terms?
It's an architecture that lets AI agents effectively manage their own memory. Standard models have context limits, they forget things. These recursive models can link self-reflection to a persistent memory, so they can handle complex tasks that last for weeks or even months.
And all of this performance needs infrastructure. We're seeing some big moves there.
Huge moves. Anthropic is making a massive purchase of up to 1 million of Google's TPU v7 AI chips from Broadcom.
Which is a big deal because it highlights a real scalable alternative to NVIDIA's GPUs.
Absolutely. It validates that the TPU Ironwood line can handle the massive training jobs for frontier models, and it confirms Broadcom as a major competitor in the data center space.
And a quick final update on XAI.
They just released a major new upgrade to the Grok Imagine platform, and Musk is promising another one in both 3 weeks. So they are pushing development forward very aggressively despite those regulatory issues we talked about.
That brings us to our final segment. Today is trending AI productivity tools. These are the ones really starting to gain traction with businesses and users right now.
These are the practical applications of all the breakthroughs we've just been discussing.
Let's start with Claude Code.
That's Anthropic's deep context agentic coding tool. The key is agentic. It's not just auto-completing. It can handle complex, multi-step programming tasks with minimal human input.
Next up, Grok Imagine.
That's xAI's image and video generation platform. Its popularity is driven by the integration with X, and it's getting a lot of user attention as people test its creative limits.
We're also tracking Kling 2.6.
Kling is all about video generation, and this new version has motion control. That's a big deal because you can precisely control how a character or object moves in the video, which is a huge leap forward.
Moving to more specialized tools, Shopify SimGym.
This one is fascinating. It's a tool to simulate buyer behavior using AI shoppers. So merchants can use it to run millions of A/B tests to see how users will react to changes in pricing or layout.
Then there's Amy.
A simple but powerful utility. It automatically turns your raw meeting notes and transcripts into automated workflows and tasks in places like Slack or Asana.
We also see Mulan rising fast.
Mulan is a creative platform built for speed. You give it one image or one idea, and it instantly generates a whole suite of visuals and short videos, perfect for social media campaigns.
And for workflow efficiency, Reword is trending.
This is a neat one. It rewrites and polishes your messages right from the menu bar, so you don't have to leave whatever app you're in to edit an email or a message.
And finally, AnyGen.
AnyGen is a collaborative AI workspace. It's designed for teams to work together in real time to create content, design presentations, and run data analysis all in one shared platform.
What a packed 24-hour cycle in AI development. We covered the seismic drama at Meta with Yann LeCun's departure, showing that friction between pure research and commercial speed.
We analyze the serious regulatory challenges Grok is facing, which really highlights the cost of deploying unrestricted models in the real world.
And we reviewed a whole host of new hardware, infrastructure plays, and coding breakthroughs that are literally collapsing years of human effort into hours of machine time.
Exactly. And that structural shift away from a single hardware provider, plus the staggering speed of code generation, just proved the foundations of this tech are evolving faster than anyone can really keep up with.
The question for you, then, isn't just whether the singularity is near, but whether the rapid, almost unstoppable advancement of AI is just fundamentally incompatible with the current pace of global governance.
That conflict between absolute freedom and development and the need for public safety is the tension that's going to define the next decade of this field.
To stay current on all these daily developments, be sure to follow and share this deep dive.
We'll be back tomorrow to break down the next wave of critical information.
See you in the next